Welcome back to the TFE FX Presso New York session where we look at if we are buying or selling the market. And right now I'm on gold. But before we go any further, traders, I want to give you guys a update on what has happened. So you guys can see that, look, this is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Like if you, I'm on a 30-minute time frame this morning on the recording. Like I said, you can always watch the previous recordings and that which is posted on the YouTube. This is the live stream. If you're watching this YouTube right now, it's the recording of the live stream, and you can join the live stream as well. And again, so you can see the beautiful call out. Mark closed above. Very clean, very simple. It's very simple. Mark closed above, and after the close above, a little retest on the 30-minute time frame, and there we explode all the way to exactly the point where we said market will explode to, which is exactly 4316. Beautiful. This is exceptional. What we call this is what we call that exceptional trading. This is what we call exceptional trading. Exceptional. The fact to be calling out a trade this big on the US30 time frame. On US30. Did this man just say US30 time frame? Yo, man's brain is cooked. It's fried. The US30 time frame. Hey man, I can't help it. I can't help it, guys. I've been training USDT for so long that so it's nice seeing you bash, bro. I missed you so much, bro. Damn, bro. Like, yeah, I missed you, bro. I missed you so much. Like, wallahi, I missed you, bro. Like, just to see you, like, I know you're working. I know you're working and you're doing your thing. But wallahi, it's very nice to see you, bro. Like, it made me happy. It probably it actually made my day. Made my day. It feel like old times. It feel like all the old times. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It feels like that. But let's continue, guys, you know. So with that being said, I'm looking at if what's gonna happen, you know. Let's go on a 5-minute time frame. And again on a 5-minute time frame, I can see the very same thing, guys, is that little bit of range. Now, I hope you guys understand what I'm saying is that with these moves, usually before any massive move, and again, like I said, always go back to reference. You know, you can see right here is a great example. You guys saw this happening and then the explosion. Now, if you go on a low time frame, the same thing applies, is that all you need to identify this range of accumulation of orders where people are blowing their accounts and becoming the depositors and not the traders. You know, a lot of people believe they are traders, and a lot of people are just depositors. You know, that's the truth over here. We must agree that we all believe we're all traders, but I promise you, some of you guys are just depositors. It's fine. It's okay. We need you. We need you in the market to give the liquidity so that we can actually get some volume in the market. But jokes aside, traders, honestly speaking, right now what I'm looking for on gold is simply a market to close above with the nice bullish candle above here. Then I will look for a long. However, keeping in mind, what I do want to take note is this simple high right here. We don't want to ignore it. Don't ignore this high right here. You know what I mean? I don't want to ignore this high. So I know if mock comes out, but the body closes out, but it just a weak rejects there, then it's still technically in the range. I don't want to draw a box this big, you know, it just doesn't look that fabulous. I want to be more accurate, so I'm using the high, well, the close of this candle, the high of this candle, and the high of this candle, and the high of this candle, which makes sense. There's more orders over there like that. You can see the accuracy of there and the accuracy of there. You see, it's more accurate that way. And then the same over here, we can just delete this so it doesn't confuse you. Is that I'm using this candle's close, right? And this candle's low right here, over here, and we're using basically just to make that proper. That, yeah. So you can see spike come back in, spike just there, and then spike again. So it's a clean area to have my support area as, where I can look for a sell from. So basically, I'm not buying the support and I'm not selling the resistance traders. You know, um, we tend to do that, is that we immediately thinking, oh, here's a support, we need to buy this area, right? And we also do believe that sometimes we must sell the resistance. Now, I'm not saying, look, it's wrong, but honestly speaking, guys, if you want to trade with the volume, meaning, let's see, let's look at this. Do you want to trade this or do you want to trade this momentum? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you want to trade the momentum. And if you trade the momentum, you're more likely to get a trade correct. So for me right now, what I'm waiting for is market just to simply break, give a close, a candle closing outside. So either like this, right? This is the one, or market actually breaking above like that, and then closing our side, and then I know, okay, we have a clear direction to where I'm going to go for, if it's a buy or sell. So for right now, um we're waiting, and it's simply a waiting game. You need to be able to wait and know when to sit on your hands, because knowing when not to trade, when not to trade is actually trading. And right now we're in that moment where we waiting to trade, and this is trading, is waiting to trade. Um, on US 30, we can look at US 30 as well. I've looked, remember, US 30, I did through this. I didn't do it on the live this morning, so this is something on my own. However, I'm gonna give you guys another analysis right now. Let's just do this on a 5 minute time frame, so we can do a little bit more of a work right here. For now, there is no really support from myself. I'm gonna say this is the reason. This is like the resistance point, which I'm gonna watch. Um, and personally, I'm not gonna trade US 30 the session. Be honest with you. This could be a potential area where we can look for watch. The reason why I'm not going to trade US 30, US 30 already had a massive push in the London session traders, and we know that if I have a massive push in the London session, the chances of this thing actually, going for another big move, it's very rare. It's more likely to do a lot of choppiness and fake wicks, and I don't want to be part of that. So, gold, I enjoy gold, and I want to trade gold, so. Let's focus on gold. Okay, that's what we can do. Focus on gold. So it's all about patience. And I know some of you guys like at work, some of you guys are driving, some of you guys are focused, and some of you guys are school. Responsibilities. What you can do is maybe just put me in your head, like headsets, and you can put me in the background, and then I'll be able to tell you when the market breaks the level, so you don't have to like stare at the chart. You know what I mean? I guess that's why I'm here as well. I'll be your personal alert. A personal alert. I'm your personal alert. Hmm? I'm your AI. I'm your bot. I'm your bot. I'm your bot. Okay, we can see a market. And another thing I can see with the on the 5 minute is that you can see gold very like with the EMA, it's coming, I'm watching you very nicely. This EMA is just lining very nicely at the bottom, and I'm really thinking we can get a pullback. Honestly, by the looks of it, reason to this is also look at the 30-minute time frame, right? We just taken, we have this highs right here, right? Okay, breaking, testing, like I want to watch how this thing actually plays out, because looking at this side right here on the 5 minute, you can see how it's plain over there, just plain over there. That's the nice, people say clear retest over there. I do agree as well. And then you can see this is the 30-minute time frame one, right? So I'll change the color for you. That's the 30-minute time frame one. So you can see how beautiful it's lining up on the 30-minute time frame zone. And then we have the EMA, right? And we have the 5 minute support right here. So it's a very interesting area to get involved with the trade. Not buy or sell right now, but I mean it's a good area to get involved. So What I'm waiting for is a simple break, close above, then I'm trading the impulse out, or like I say, break below, and then I'm trading the impulse to the downside. So it's a very interesting area for the market right now. Um, and we'll have to see what happens. Again, where will be the next target points? So if I look at my next target points, 15-minute time frame, I can definitely see that my next target points will definitely be these highs right here. Putting the price target on 4341. That's definitely be my next target point for a buy. It's a very clean range, honestly. It's a very clean range. But my next area for a sell is, oh, this is a massive move, guys. If this thing does play in, if this trade does go give us a sell, it's definitely gonna be a massive trade. Honestly, it's gonna be a massive trade to come back all the way down here. Give me a second. Give me a second. Sorry about that. It's definitely a big trade to see this if market can pull all the way down towards here. But like I said, 5 minute, I'm gonna have to watch out how this plays out. Definitely gonna, and it's gonna be a scalp. So I wanna able to see if I'm gonna get that scalping move. Yeah, it's all about patience right now, man. Wow. The amazing part is that I like about the broker I'm using, and honestly speaking, this is not an advertisement, wallahi, but I have to just say it on my line, honestly, nah, is that I withdrew like not like long years ago. I see the money came in, right? Yeah. I withdrew maybe like 30 minutes ago, right? And less than 10 minutes, like the money hits my bank account. Less than 10 minutes. Like actually in like 2 minutes. I'm checking right now. Like literally I have a video I recorded it before and now I wanted to record the after just to show people that this is the point in time. Like if you waiting still very long for withdrawals, like yes, like it's even the prop firm Commit Capital, um, like same thing as well. It's same day withdrawals. The prop firm is literally paying out in less than about less than 8 hours. We always say we'll give you 8 hours max to get the receive the funds, but it usually clicks in about from every person we spoke with, every person's 4 hours, 4 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour. That's prop firm. And then the broker is less than 20 minutes, like 10, most times 10, 5, 10 minutes, 15, 30 minutes max, which is phenomenal. At this stage, like to be trading, I'm trying to say to be trading this time of age, it's the best. Man, I used to wait for my withdrawals. I don't know if you guys know, I'm a dinosaur in this trading space. I'm literally a dinosaur, right? Like I feel like I'm a dinosaur. And I still haven't even reached my peak yet. Like I've reached success in trading. Yes, cool. Um, but I haven't reached my pinnacle point. I still don't have my trader Lamborghini, you know? And I'm trading so long. And I was sold into this dream that by 3 years, 2 years, I'll have my trader Lamborghini. I'm trading them 7, 8 years. I don't have my trader Lamborghini. I don't know. Am I doing something wrong? Like, I don't know, guys. I want to know. Like, listen, look here. I'm trading 7 years. It's going for 8 years right now, right? I've seen success. Yeah, I've seen success. Okay, great stuff. I've seen success. But when I started trading, the mentors who I saw, they always said, "Oh man, I'm 2 years trading and I bought my Lamborghini." And I'm like I'm 7 years in. Where's my trader Lamborghini at this point? So I don't know. I don't know. I trust the pros. I mean, well, Forex is still paying the bills. So if pips are paying the bills, I believe something's still doing right, right? Some like for me to sit on this live without having to sell a cause and to be and sell something to you guys crazy, you know, I mean, like, to have this freedom still and you know, I mean, I can still be bare feet over here and being like, you know, like to be like in my space. That's some success. I like that. I like that freedom. But I want to know where's my trader Lamborghini at this point, man. I really want to know. I need to speak to the market. I feel like maybe I've become the depositor myself. I don't know. Like, I, I'm just kidding, man. I have to. You have to have some humor, man, guys. Like really to sit at the chart and watch like it's like painting. The market, you're just painting, right? And you watching this damn chart. If you don't get away from it while you know, because I already have my analysis. If I just watch the chart like this, I'm gonna catch on nonsense. I'm human. I'm just like you. Is the only difference is that there's a difference. There's a book called Discipline is Destiny, right? I was reading this right now, and before I came on the live, and the only difference between is that I choose to go through the tough side and choose not to go through the easy side, which is basically I choose to be disciplined and I choose not to mess up, you know. And there'll be times as a human I will mess up because I am human, but I also have the ability to become mindful and spot when I'm doing something wrong and correct myself. You know, that is the discipline, that is self-control. So again, as a trader, don't go for the quick route. And what is a quick route? A quick fix is a quick methodology just to fix everything. No, go for the route where you learn how to trade properly, right? Go for the route of where you actually put in the time and put in the reps to become a better trader. What is that going to mean? Actually back test, actually test the market on live conditions. This is beautiful. I like this candle, how the market is moving right now. It's interesting. I mean, big, quick move. Right? It's like we have a few seconds. If this thing closes below the EMA, then it's failing. No, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. We're still waiting. So, you need to have some self-control because not having any self-control and hoping to be successful is quite delusional. You know, if you don't have that discipline yourself inside of yourself, then you really set yourself up for failure, traders. Like I said something the other day on my Instagram is that if you're not budgeting, if you're not budgeting your money, you're setting yourself up for failure. And no matter how much money you're making, you can be the most richest man, have the most money, or you can be the poorest person as well, or just a middle class person, and you're not managing money, you're setting yourself up for failure. So if you can make a lot of money, but you're not budgeting it correctly, you're more likely to actually set yourself up for failure in long term, not be wealthy anymore. Do you understand? And same for the people the people who don't have a lot of money. Just give me a second. These patches are powerful. By the way, I haven't smoked for probably 5 months right now. Yeah, 5 months. Haven't smoked anything. Stopped smoking. Alhamdulillah, very, very good. That's exceptional, right? For a person that's been smoking for so many years and keep trying to stop. I wish you can say I'm 5 months clean. But yes, I still do at times use nicotine pouches. Like today I used one for listening. So I put it in and I took it out again. So if you want to stop smoking, hey, I smell the one smoking. Look at, hi, bro. I see you. Light that cigarette. That's lekker. I know the feeling. See, I was smoking. Right? I was smoking cigarettes. I just saw the person switch off the. And I don't know. It's like there's more people smoking right now. I see you guys. It's fine. Don't smoke. I've been here. I'm not here to talk down on you guys. Trust me. I'm here to support and motivate you in how to actually achieve it. Guys, for everyone, we're all waiting. If you're wondering what's happening today, we're waiting for the setup so I can take action on it. But in the meantime, If you're struggling with smoking or any other bad habit, and you want to know if you're going to be successful, is if you can have self-control. And what I mean by this is I'm a good example of this, right? I let myself go physically when I was focused on so many things in life. And then it's like, okay, success doesn't only come from money, but also come from other external things in life, you know? And what I mean by this is I'll give you an example. I was the most fittest guy I could probably think. Keep in mind, guys, this was Shaquille, right? Keep in mind this was Shaquille. So I want you guys to learn because I'm going through it. When I'm speaking about something, I'm going through something as well. It means that I'm also trying to share what I'm going through as well. At sometimes when I'm going through something, I'm trying to share with you guys how I'm coping through it, because I'm trying to relate to you guys as well, and then let you guys know I'm also human. But to give you an example, this was Shaquille just a few years ago. This was Shaquille literally a few years ago, right? And this was Shaquille as well. So you can see very, very beautiful. Like, wow, nice physique. And then what happened after that, Shaquille became, you can, became stronger, right? Not actually. I picked up a lot of weight, I picked up weight. And this is due to a few reasons, but in that time, of course, it started off with dislocating my shoulder, and the ligaments are all gone on the one side. So I couldn't do push-ups, I couldn't run, I couldn't jog. I just had to walk, and that's it. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't pick up stuff even because the ligaments are all gone, and it was so painful. So for 2 years, I had to just sit and chart. Yes, it worked out nice, but I would try to do like yoga and some other stuff just to move, but that doesn't really burn. Yes, I could have just walked, but I give an example. Self-control. If you really want to be successful, and I'm thinking about my mistakes I made as a trader, is that when I started, I was very, very disciplined, super disciplined. And as time went on, I think one thing that I didn't train as much as I thought I was because I was disciplined in other areas of my life is I wasn't training myself physically, withholding and restraining myself, the self-control. And this also resulted to my trading being affected. At the time, I didn't see this. And what I mean by this is like, honestly, if you really want to like really make trading work, please listen to me. Like, please listen to me. I would really, really appreciate it. Is that at the time, wow. Okay, market is open, so there's definitely a bit of volume kicking in. So let's watch what happens right now. At the time, I thought I wasn't doing anything bad, but honestly, self-control will reflect in your trading. If you don't have self-control, it will reflect in your trading. Okay, this is interesting. Let's see. Let's see what's up. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's see. Okay. We just closed below that area. Okay, 4 minutes, 4 minutes. Let's go. Let's see. 4 minutes still left. Remember, in this 4 minutes, this market can just pull back up. It can just literally pull back up. So what I'm trying to say is while we're waiting for this 3 minutes, is that it's a very tough thing, especially like I would say, for example, I was smoking and I thought I had self-control because I saw profits coming in. I saw my business taking off. I saw myself achieving things in my life. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? I hope you guys see what I'm talking about on the market right now. Is that self-control of knowing, waiting, patient? Because let's say you jumped in, that market just ripped right back up. Do you get what I'm saying? It's that self-control. I hope this is teaching you guys something. I really, really hope this is teaching you guys something. Is that self-control? If you can have self-control in your personal life, you will have self-control in trading as well. You'll wait until you get involved. You'll wait for the opportunity. And if you can't wait, you will be the liquidity, unfortunately, in the market. You know, and like for example, I was smoking 5 months ago. I was smoking cigarettes and I was smoking shisha or oka pipe or abli, whatever you want to call it. And I was also smoking vapes, so eventually I left the vapes. I continued the cigarettes and shisha. Then eventually I stopped the cigarettes. I went to shisha, continued that, left the shisha, continued cigarettes, and it was a cycle that I couldn't take anymore. I really couldn't take anymore because I didn't want my son and my family, especially my son and my kids. I don't want my children to look up and think their father smokes, man. It's just maybe as a young child, if you're still a young trader, you think, oh man, I didn't worry about this. But if you want to be that role model, you need to be the person that your kids can look up to. If you want your child to be a certain way in life, you need to be the role model for them. So eventually I had to, something click in my mind and say, you know what, I have to stop. And then eventually the first thing I did was I started using the patches, stopped smoking, and now the patches are like once, twice a week, which is still greater than before. And I'm using a mechanism where I'm slowly, which is called micro habiting, where you slowly let go of something gradually. And eventually, when you fully let go gradually, it becomes easier. But, if I cold turkey, my mind will be stressing over here in the market. So I'm using a bit more passive way, but it's still self-control where I say, you know what, I still have urges at times. Like I used a half of one today and I didn't use the entire day. So I'm not planning to use it. And slowly over time, I'll have more control, more control, more control. But it's about that little bit of wins, that little bit win every single day. If I can do that every single day, 1% over 100 days, I will have 100%. You know what I mean? That's the idea. Like I will get there. And same with weight, I can speak from weight, guys. Honestly, you know what? I was speaking to a friend, a friend, 30 seconds left. This thing looks like it's closing below, but with a nice rejection. Let's see what's gonna happen on this one. Um, give me a second. I just want to see if this cannot close with a rejection like this. I'm not gonna take the trade immediately, okay? I wanna watch what happens over here because we have a nice area that rejected this high over here. We just came into it and rejected over there. Okay. Let's see. Pull back. If it pulls a little bit higher, I'll start. I'll take a trade for a sell. Gonna watch out for these areas over here. Okay. I have 10 minutes left on this thing, guys. 10 minutes left. Let's see if we actually get this push to the downside from here. Right. Watch out. Also keep in mind we have this low right here. So if we pull back bullish, then it's not going to continue going down. So we want to make sure that this doesn't break this high. If it does break this high, then I would say it's not going to continue going down. If this thing flips bullish again, 3 minutes, still 3 minutes, okay. If this thing flips bullish, then I don't think it will continue going down. Mm-hmm. Okay. Still holding it. It's still holding, still holding. There we go. Come on. We need the market just to close below this low right here. If we can close below, if the body can close below, it has more probability to go down. But if it doesn't, it goes right above this highs here, it's going to shoot up. But for now, if the market does close below this, the body, we have the momentum to continue going down. I hope this is a beautiful session for you guys. I hope you guys are learning. Very, very clean. Very clean. Come on. We have about 2 minutes left, so we have to see if this thing gets the momentum. You know what? It's so slow. Okay, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna just exit my trade on this thing. I'm exiting this out here. Mm. 1 minute and we still haven't broke. We still haven't. I'm exited. I'm out of this. It's simple, guys. It's that simple. That is trading. That is trading. You must be able to say, you know what? This trade is not doing it. I'm out. And even if it's in a runoff, right? It's less than let's say about less than 2 minutes, and this thing's still having. Remember, this is a 5 minute candle. So if 2 minutes we haven't been, we're not down here, we're not pushing the lows, we're not closing the body's not staying below over here, then there's a high chance of this thing just pulling right back up. Yes, the next scanner can just run off. I don't want to be in it. You know what I mean? It's about knowing and saying, I'll take my profit. I'm happy with it. I'll move out. Because again, yes, you can say, okay, but then why do you go for the buy? It's not my setup. Remember, that's how we trade. I'm trading the break and I'm trading the impulse to the downside. Because this thing might just want to run back up, false breakout, right back into the range. Is rather be safe than sorry. This is knowing when not to trade and when to get out of a trade. I still say mashallah. Very good trade. Great, still great to the point of where I know exactly when to get in, when to get out. I mean, come on. And I still get a double in chat. What do you guys think? Let me double in chat. Yes, no. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Was that still a good reading on the market? No, yes. Wasn't it good? You can tell me. This is a you reading the market bullshit. Tell me it. If you think I'm reading the market bullshit, you're more than welcome to tell me. But the fact that we can able to say, you know what, we get in a trade, we got out and say, you know what, I get out my profit, whatever profit I'm making, I'm fine. But for the market to be able to read the markets and it switch off like that, look at that. I'm still happy to say, you know what, I'm out because again, look at this reading. The market flipped like that, and I said once the market flips is high, it's gonna go bullish and more likely to put back in. So thank you for your feedback. I really appreciate it, traders. $185 profit, brilliant. Uh, d- I'm out of the trade. CP lagged a bit, but apologize for that. I'm sorry. Also, if the Wi-Fi is, if I'm lagging a bit, guys, please just let me know. If I'm lagging a bit, I'll really appreciate it. So again, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Still held on to that little bit area. Can you show me visually where and how you took the trade when you entered? I need to have a license, does name, honestly. Like guys, for me to give signals out, I need to have a license, So for now it's purely educational. Like I said before, I'm not allowed to show 100%. So I can give you guys guidance in the sense of I can tell you what exactly I'm thinking about the market, and you can decide whether you're gonna take or not take. I mean, it's up to you purely. I need to get it. Yes, I know. Trust, just patience with me. Patience with me. It's not that easy, but we onto it. We are onto it. Wallah, God's truth. We are onto it. Literally, we're onto it. So God willing, we'll get there. We will get there. And then eventually I can, say again, like, this is what I'm thinking. Okay, let me phrase it differently. Would you take the trade as soon as it breaks out of structure? Uh, yeah. 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 So the high trade is as soon as market, like, keep this in mind. If market goes out of this, close outside here, I take the buy. If market close outside here, I take a sell instantly, right? And then I'll manage my trade immediately and I'll trade to the next side. So not wait for can. I have two ways of trading. I trade the impulse, right? Immediately. It really depends on the structure, right? If sometimes I trade the impulse as soon as it breaks out, depending on how the volume kicks in. And then at times I'll just trade the close of the candle. When the market closes, then I'll get in. So like this one right here, I didn't trade the impulse of it. I traded the closure of it. So down, right? And then right now, so still good, guys. That was 40 minutes of live streaming. Still beautiful, guys. I mean, I ended the day on a great note. I mean, I caught the buys for this one right here, and that's what the withdrawal I made. So I caught this buy, which was on the 15 and 30 minute. You can see that one there. This one I caught this buy, and then I tried to take the sales here, but it's clearly didn't push. But looking at it like this, you can see it's just technically testing that EMA. Do you still use it? Do you don't use? I do use the ETF indicator. Yes, I do, but we use it for mainly geometry in the London session, and then I use it on gold around 11 a.m. and then I use it again. Like I don't like. I just stopped trading USD for some reason, so I do trade geometry. Use it in the London session, between 9 and right? And then it gives a trade that time. I take it that time, and then another one which is 11 a.m. Yeah, so that's the time I trade. What works for me is I draw the trend lines when Shakil educates us during the lives and run a quick scalp between the two ranges. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. This. Yeah. If what is you basically talking about this right here. Let me show you an example, right? Say this one, I spot this range right here. You go to the lower time frame now, and then you do the trend line like this. This is very true. You're very advanced though to get to this, right? I know that. This is what you do. So you have the range, and we wait for the break. Once the break kicks in, like watch, it breaks. Now this is the point where you start taking the trade upwards to the top right here. Do you get what I'm saying? And then you have a trend line right here, okay? And then you trade the break of the trend line to the downside again. Watch, break, and then you take it to the downside, right? And then you do the same thing over and over. Yeah, I know. I do the same, but we'll get there. We'll get there. You see, I exactly know what you're doing. Yeah, I do the same. Yeah. It's a very easy methodology, but traders want to have the ICT and smart money, and they want to have these fancy things, but they are the depositors, they're not the traders. That's the thing. They are the depositors and not the traders. Guys, we have less than 1 minute here. I hope you guys had a super blessed session, and the recording will be on YouTube. Please, guys, subscribe, drop a comment on the YouTube video. I'll send it in the group as well. And please just drop a like as well. For everyone who's watching from the YouTube, please subscribe, like the video. And if you want to join the streams, click the link in the description and join the funny group. Okay. You made trading so far clear for me. It's actually simple. Thank you. It's a pleasure, Sean. I really appreciate it, man. Guys, I'll see you guys on the next side. Cheers. Have a blessed one tomorrow again. London session and New York session. Have a super one. Okay, guys.